Howdy, Herd, and yeah, I like. Howdy, Herd. Welcome to another Unicorn Chef episode. For those of you who tuned in to our very R-rated food for fun episode last week to celebrate Valentine's Day, you will recall that was actually our welcoming of Alyssa officially as a Unicorn Chef staff with us. So. However, since these episodes are all booked like 7-8 months out, she was originally just booked coincidentally as a guest. So right from being staff to coming back as a guest / staff now, good to see you again, Alyssa.
It's good to be back. I mean, hey, cook good food. Okay. Always kind of game.
Starting off with what is your charity for tonight?
So anyone who's seen me on the show before, which is at least one other time, know one of my favorite charities is called Courage MKE. It is a nonprofit here in the Milwaukee area. They actually run a, safe house, or I don't know what you would call it. Safe house doesn't sound right. That sounds like prohibition stuff. But they provide temporary housing for LGBT youth who are otherwise homeless. So they recently, a couple of years ago, I guess, not so recent, but purchased a large home in the Milwaukee area, renovated it, made it, livable for multiple people, and they provide that type of housing. So, certainly something that's near and dear to my heart, near and dear to a lot of people's hearts, I know, and definitely one of my favorite local charities. So that's who we're introducing tonight.
So please feel free to donate, brag about your donation, or if you're shy, let us know on the back end. Combined, we've raised about $30-some thousand over the 2 years of doing these episodes. So we like to sort of keep track of that and help encourage others to continue to give to all of the great causes that we highlight every week. Reminder, #UnicornChef, share your creations. We love to see them. And with tonight's dinner, it's a really easy dinner that's really good. And there are a lot of different variations that you can bring to it. So we love to see how you make it differently. With that, our first transition question every single time is, Alyssa, what are you drinking?
I knew I forgot something. I need to go get some wine.
Yeah, we got caught up in the pre-show banter in another direction. What's with the echo reverb? That's a great question. I'm going to quick check my settings. Thank you, Justin. I'm on the wrong mic. There we go. Okay. How is it? I think I've got mine. Oh, it was on your side. All right. Well, thank you for doing that. I just realized that my audio should have improved. I'm on a better mic. Back to you, Alyssa. What are you drinking?
All right. So we're going to see a little bit of this from a couple places. It's actually from, again, local here in Wisconsin. Parallel 44 Vineyard up in, I believe, York County, Wisconsin. They do a number of different unique wines because they have, again, their own vineyard and everything, their own winery all up in northern Wisconsin. Not necessarily a place you normally think of, but because of the colder weather and the climate, they're able to grow certain types of grapes that you wouldn't see in like a Napa Valley or Sonoma or anything like that. So this one is, it's their Door 44, which is a Marquette grape. Ultimately, it comes out really somewhere between like a Merlot and a Pinot. So really super good. So I'm going to break that open right now because I forgot to get that ready in advance. So.
Well, I'm boring tonight. I'm just drinking water. So having a dry evening.
I mean, sometimes water is important too. Hydration is one of those things that we, kind of need to do once in a while. I had it all set. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go get, I was all worried people are going to yell at me, and they probably still will, for drinking a red wine when I'm making chicken, but, ooh, that came out interesting.
Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to get my water to start boiling because that can take a little bit.
Yeah, I'll admit, I did my noodles in advance. They're just sitting on a warmer. And I'm making a big mess. I don't know what the heck I did here. Smells good. So nothing wrong with
So
that.
why did you choose chicken piccata tonight?
Honestly, because I did Mexican last night. For anyone that was watching me on Twitter knows we were doing Taco Tuesdays. So I decided tonight would be a good Italian night. Chicken piccata is a good one when you want to do something fairly, as you said, kind of quick and simple, but still a little more elegant. It's definitely really good. I mean, lemon and capers, I'm all about that. So.
Yeah, I would have done Tuesday, except for I had to work late last night. So catch me with the next two.
There you go. All right. Well, do we want to get started?
Yes, ma'am. Let's do it.
All right. So I'm going to do the thing that I do, which is I'm going to change cameras. Maybe. There we go. Yay. So hopefully you're still hearing me.
Yep.
Are you?
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. StreamYard sometimes likes to change microphones on you randomly. So, yeah, this way we can kind of watch what I'm doing, although I suppose you can't see too much because of the angles and whatnot. But
the only thing we've lost is seeing your pretty face.
Well, I mean, you can't see all the work area, but that's all right. We'll make it work. So, first and foremost, the chicken. Again, it's butterflied, or if you can find just thin cut, or you can take even just a regular breast and cut it in half lengthwise. That works really well. So what we're really going to start with is just making essentially what is a breading. We're going to dredge the chicken in. So salt and flour, some grated parmesan cheese, and we're going to add a little bit of pepper to that as well. I'm definitely one for fresh ground pepper. So you'll notice that's what we're doing here tonight. One thing I forgot to grab here is a whisk. So. And then, all I'm going to do is kind of whisk it together a little bit just to get it stirred in. Again, really, really simple stuff here. It doesn't take a lot of effort. No crazy, nothing crazy in terms of ingredients or anything at all. And then all I'm going to do is actually just spread this out on a plate so that I can dredge it. It just makes it easier to dredge. I'm going to coat the chicken really good. Now, one of the things I do, and some you might notice in the recipe, is it calls for egg whites. I found out a lot of people don't use egg whites. They just get the chicken wet. I like egg whites with a little bit of water to make it more like an egg wash. And the reason I do that is I feel like it makes the breading, or whatever you want to call it, stick just a little bit better to the chicken. And since we're going to fry it in a pan, that's always a little bit better if it sticks better. And then
I just do the whole egg. So for those of you at home, there are different approaches here.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, everybody, I've seen it done different ways. This is just my preference. So I just, in the eggs, both sides. Get a good coating. And then I lay them out on parchment paper just because I'm not going to be able to get them all in the pan at the same time anyway. So I just want a good coating. There's probably a better technique for this too. I'm not going to lie, but
I've never found any difference in techniques. I have tried many different ones, and it kind of all works the same. To me, the biggest variable is making sure the oil in your pan is hot enough when you first stick it in.
Yep.
Everything else kind of pretty much works the same.
And that's, yeah, I mean, that is definite. So I've got the pan warming right now. I'm going to actually bring up the temperature on that in a minute and put in some, I like to do butter and, a little bit of butter and a little bit of olive oil. Some people will say just one or the other. I'm of the mindset a little bit of both. All right. So yeah, I'm going to bring the temperature up. I try to get the temperature on the pan to about what they would call medium high, which is about 350 degrees or so. So I'm going to get this out of the way. Chicken over there. And lots of butter. I mean, you're cooking Italian, it's lots of butter.
We have Keenan in the chat saying that she uses milk instead of water when she whisks in with her egg whites.
Oh, I can see that. You can tell the pan is definitely hot enough. All right, we'll get the first chicken going. So the other thing, wait a second. So the other thing you might have noticed in the recipe, I warmed up the oven right away too. Again, because I can only fit one at a time in this pan. Let's see if I can turn this up for you to see. I can only fit one in the pan at a time, so I'm going to, as each one finishes, put it in the oven, keep it warm, do the next one. Because then even when these all get done, we're going to make the sauce in the same pan.
Getting hungry looking at yours. I got mine. I can smell it in the background, and watching yours, it's just like starting to build that appetite.
Yeah, it is looking good. I mean, that's, it's nice thing too is it doesn't take long to get a good brown on each side, and In fact, honestly, the trick I've found with this, and this is why it's important to keep it at that, like, more of a medium temperature, is just because you want to make sure that it gets done to the middle before you burn the outside. And unfortunately, a lot of times what can happen is the outside will get done really fast, and then the inside isn't done, and now you're eating raw chicken, which is really just a bad thing.
And then I presume we're going to deglaze our plan with the white wine.
Oh yeah. So for the white wine, same vineyard again. I got these little sample bottles from them, and what's perfect is it's exactly a half cup, which is exactly what the recipe calls for.
You said did you get that bottle from a vendor? Where did you get that? That was perfectly sized.
Yeah, so I got that from the winery. So I found out about the winery because I did a virtual wine tasting. And so they shipped me like 6 of those bottles of all different varieties. And then I liked the bottles so much, that's when I ordered a couple, and that's where this one I'm drinking tonight came from.
Yeah, darn it, lost some breading. Boo. But there you go, nice golden brown.
Yep. Mine's going to take a little longer, at least this one, because it's a little bit thicker of a piece than I would normally want.
Yeah, I make sure to get mine nice and thin with the butterfly and then pounding them so that they cook quickly.
Yeah, unfortunately, the ones I bought were butterflied at the store or whatever, and unfortunately, not quite as thick as I normally like them to be. But we can account for that.
All right, I'm deglazing my pan, the wine. So getting up all those nice crispy bits.
Yeah, and that's a really important part. That's why we do it in the pan, because you get all the flavor of that chicken that you just cooked in there mixed in with the wine and the lemon juice. And I use a little bit of chicken broth too.
Never such thing as too much garlic.
What's that?
I was just saying there's never such thing as too much garlic.
No, never. That reminds me, while I'm letting this go, let me probably do that. That's the one thing I didn't do ahead of time, was get my garlic ready. So
Here, showing how mine came out, and I've got them resting, covered. Chopping up some of my garnish so for later. So I like to garnish mine. Yeah, so for those of you in the chat, Mike did leave a boxed wine tasting a while ago. So if you look in the channel, you can find that. I believe it was you and Caitlin, if I recall correctly, Mike. I don't remember if you had another guest or if it was just the two of you. Getting a lot of compliments on your chicken that those look perfect.
I am happy so far. Other than it taking considerably longer than originally planned, you know, but that's cooking for you.
Yeah, so I've deglazed my pan over here, and I'm now just sauteing the garlic down.
Awesome.
I'm getting very hungry.
Yeah. I feel you there. This smells so good. I am just starving. But good things come to those who wait, they say, right?
Those really are some very large chicken breasts too. I mean, mine were pretty small comparatively.
Yeah, unfortunately right now, the way things are at the store, you can't be choosy about what you get, but I would have definitely rather just gotten normal chicken breasts and just sliced them myself. Because, yeah, these are awful thick. For being butterflied and everything, they're thicker than I'd like them to be. So that's not helping matters here at all.
Yeah, that's been one of the challenges for me during the pandemic with the show has been folks that try to be really creative with some of the ingredients. And I'm just like, I can't get that. Like, it is not in any of the stores. We're out. Because there have certainly been moments where the grocery stores were not all the way stocked.
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting for this to cook. What's going on with life?
Oh, I don't know. It's, been in this new job for a little over a year and enjoying that. Looks like we're getting back to conferences live again. Had a little bit of a break after the new year because, of course, Omicron canceled so much, but
yeah.
Trying to, got the book is done. So the book will be getting published here. It's in production now. Supposedly, we will have hard copy books available May at the latest. So,
are you doing any kind of speaking tour or parties or debuts or any events around the book?
We'll see. I'm hoping to do something at RSA for sure. But I don't have anything specific planned at this point yet. Now, of course, the fun thing here is frying on the stovetop really sucks for cleanup.
So where are you at right now in the kitchen?
What's that?
So where are you at in the kitchen? Where are you at in the steps?
I'm still trying to finish off this last chicken breast.
Oh, okay. Didn't mean to rush you. I've been
no.
myself, just checking in.
Get the last breast done, which it's got a little ways to go.
Serious question. Are either of you cooking with soy sauce? No. So traditional Italian chicken piccata does not have soy sauce. But again, going to that, really the basic technique here is butterflying and breading the chicken. And then from there, you could take this a lot of different directions. So the base chicken is also very similar to a Japanese chicken katsu. So you could also serve this over a bed of rice with a dipping sauce that has a base of soy sauce in it, and dip the chicken in that, and that would be actually like a very traditional Japanese dish.
That would be good too.
Actually, I made that for my daughter's birthday last November. I made a chicken katsu with a sauce blend at her request.
All right. Chicken breasts are done. And now start on the remainder. Now we get into the sauce. Start with some wine. Add the chicken broth and lemon juice. And yes, I did actually squeeze fresh lemons, for anyone that's wondering.
I did not. I used the
that.
good stuff. So this is the good lemon juice
Ooh.
find.
Okay, there you go.
But yeah, fresh lemons.
You know,
sorry, go on.
Oh no, I just for this in particular tonight. I mean, sometimes, yeah, if you're just trying to make it fast and you want it to, you just want it to be quick and easy, which is what this is a great dish for. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to. I only did the fresh ones tonight because I'll garnish it with like some lemon slices.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, that's a really easy way to also make it look pretty is cut your slices and then just char them on the stovetop, and you get a really nice picturesque view.
Yep.
On the plate.
I just added my capers, and I'm going to add the garlic as well. I like my garlic, as you can see, pretty large. I don't dice it really fine.
I call that rustic style.
It's my preference. I honestly, I really like, I like garlic. So bigger pieces like that, where you can actually bite into it, is, for me, that's kind of the way I prefer it. So then all you do with this is we're reducing it down by about a quarter to a half. And then we'll add some butter to it, which really kind of thickens it up and gives it a little more flavor. And that's it. Then I've got some noodles I prepped already that are just kind of sitting on a warm burner over here. And yeah, I mean, that's all there is to it.
Yum.
I already smell this is going to be amazing. That's the other thing I love, especially any Italian cooking. It seems like you can just smell it right away and you know that you hit it.
Well, I'm enjoying my sauce in the in-between. It's got a nice tart and spring-like flavor with the lemon.
That is, between the lemon and the capers, I mean, anytime you combine lemon and capers, I'm all about it. So like with fish, I've done this with, the lemon caper sauce on like a salmon is always really good. Yeah, definitely one of my faves. And yeah, the other really good part about this is using this with cast iron, because you deglaze it this way for the sauce. Cleanup is a cinch.
Yep.
Because you're already pretty well cleaning it, so you don't have to worry about reseasoning or anything. It just comes out. smells good. So what did you do with your chicken breast while you're making the sauce?
I just put them in the oven at low, so they stay and stay heated without cooking anymore.
Awesome.
So
Yeah,
basically, like a warming plate equivalent.
that's what I like to do as well. About 200-ish, 180 to 200 is like perfect for that.
Yep.
And yeah, it just. I probably use more capers than a lot of people would like to, but I like capers. So.
Yeah. No, I put a healthy dollop.
Yeah, if you don't like capers as much, you can take my recipe that's on the site and you can, cut them in half. I think I use a half cup. You could take it down to a quarter cup, would be fine. I really enjoy capers, so for me this is really perfect.
Something else I did, I think a little differently than you, is I also used Parmesan cheese in my breading.
I did that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, grated Parmesan.
Yep.
There too, I would have loved to have done fresh grated Parmesan, but that's a real pain in the butt.
Grated Parmesan I don't find as difficult to grate as some of the softer cheeses, but
True.
for breading, I don't really think there's as big a difference. I do think it matters when you're serving it raw directly as a garnish.
Oh, definitely, yes. Yeah, there would be no option for me. But yeah, for this. All right, so I got this reduced down. I'm going to actually.
All right, I'm taking mine out. I'm going to start plating.
Before I plate, the last thing I do, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter to the sauce. And that is something I picked up a while back. I really like it. It just, and as you're getting it reduced, it creates, I don't know, it gives it a little additional flavor, and I like what it does for the sauce itself. So, get myself some lemon slices here. I realize you can't see me doing. This just smells heavenly.
I already took a bite. It tastes even better.
Good. It's supposed to. I suppose I can get myself out of plate.
So, showing off how my plate looks for the audience. Oh, there we go.
Very nice.
So I did garnish mine with fresh Italian parsley and red onion. And then in my sauce, I also added some fire roasted Italian peppers.
Oh, very nice. See, now you're showing me up. Because I'm not going to be that creative.
Yum.
All right. And yes, I'm cheating. I'm using a ladle. I'm not pouring it from the pan directly onto the chicken.
Why is that cheating?
Because normally I would actually just pour it straight out of the pan onto the chicken.
Oh. You're just being fancy.
And the last thing, really quickly, as you mentioned, put the lemons on for a quick sear. I'm not going to get as done as I hope, but that's okay. And there you have it.
All right, ready? You got to get in the picture. I'd have to switch camera angles.
Yep, working on it. Unfortunately, StreamYard does not make it easy to do that. So.
Oop.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid right now.
Well, Callie gets some papers.
We'll do it this way.
Oh, I got it already.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yep.
All
right. Tonight's charity.
Tonight's charity is Courage MKE. So again, I think we've got the link out there on the site. Please donate. Please help them out. The work they do is amazing, and I can't say enough good things about them. Now it's time to try this chicken piccata. That is what it's all about right there.
And that's the face we want to have you make at home. So hashtag Unicorn Chef, share your pictures, share your faces enjoying your food, share all of it. We love to see it. Meanwhile, tune in next week.